Hello, hello, hello. It's Kathy Bedell at mystampingspot.com. Coming back to videos today. What do you know? If you remember yesterday, I made this card and I used Seize the Day, this image here, which I think technically is seaweed, but I turned it around and made something different. So we are going to take, I have the dies here from Seize the Day. This is a very cool, if you haven't seen this in the catalog, you should actually check this out. I haven't used this, but, and I also have scape, which is probably more likely what I'm going to use today, but I don't know, we're going to find out, and the dies that go with that. This image here, I don't know why, because if you remember the children's book, Rainbow Fish, he's not the same fish, but to me he looks like rainbow fish. So I went ahead and I cut out these two from the supple glimmer paper. Now this is going out. Hey Karen, how are you? Cloudy in Iowa. Beautiful and sunny here. It's supposed to hit 60. Yay, spring is here. This supple shimmer paper is going out. So if you haven't had it, this is kind of a pool party color. This is the most beautiful pink. I don't know technically what color they call it. They don't list it as a color, but it is gorgeous. So I want to show you, have you ever used the adhesive sheets? They're good for a project like this. So they come in a package, and what I did was I cut a 3-inch strip, because I knew my dies would fit on that. They come in a package like this. And I cut a 3-inch strip of adhesive paper and a 3-inch strip of subtle shimmer paper. I'm going to get rid of the big package of subtle shimmer. And all you do is, it has like these splits on the back so you can get them off easy. We'll move that aside. And so what I did was I started to peel the paper away. Now, this is longer because I cut a piece off. Hey, Linda, you're back. Hey, Karen. Oh, you haven't used them yet, Karen. Well, I'm going to show you how easy they are. So I like to use my pick-me-up tool. And you take the pointy end, and it really does separate it fairly easy. You just kind of course, watch. It's not going to happen now that I'm on camera. But basically, this is all I did. It's because I can't get it close enough to my eyes to be able to see where I'm poking. But basically, this is how I separated it. And then I just pulled a little back, and I lined up the top. So I just cut 2 3-inch strips. And don't pull it all off at once. Pull it off as you go, like this. Now, you essentially have a big sticker sheet. So this is one that I actually put the piece on, but haven't cut off. I just cut a piece off to do my little fishy guy here. My, what's he called? How come I can't think of what he's called? This one's already adhered, like this one. And then the back, once it's die cut, simply peels off, and this is all adhesive. Seahorse. Thank you. He's a seahorse. So I have a seahorse and I have a fish, and all I'm going to have to do is go peel off the back, and he's a sticky seahorse. Thank you, Gay. How are you today? I was just thinking about you this morning, thinking I hadn't heard from you in a while. Hope all is well. So I have what I'm calling my rainbow fish, and again, he's all sticky now. So let's try to make a little underwater scene. I don't know what color my card base is going to be yet, but I'm going to do the overused balmy blue as my ocean color, just because. So my second layer, I'm going to do it 4 inches by 5 1/4. Now, if this weren't 10-minute Tuesday, I would maybe consider using the dies that go with seascape and cutting this excellent ocean bottom scene out. But because it's 10-minute Tuesday, I'm not going to do that today. Maybe I'll make something before it's totally gone. All right. So I want to stamp a little something on here. Let's see. What color do I want to use? I think I'll use well, Old Olive's not in front of me, and neither is my Evening Evergreen. Joelle, would Old Olive or Evening Evergreen be in the buckets from last night? I had a class last night, so my buckets are all set up over here. And I'm thinking maybe that's what my colors are. Oh, I have an evening evergreen here, although it may be dark, but thank you very much, honey.
You're welcome.
All right, let's try Old Olive first. I kind of want to put maybe this little seaweed in, although I do like this image a lot. But I think I'm going to go with the basic seaweed. Oh, this is kind of cool, though. Kind of a coral reef thing going on here. Let's see. I think I'm going to start with this, just to keep it simple for today. And I'm going to try Old Olive. Now, I've never stamped Old Olive on Balmy Blue, so we're going to see what that looks like. You have to do this on the diagonal. Again, I always say I put them on the diagonal because I like the block smaller to meet the size, and if I put it on the straight up and down, it doesn't quite fit. That way you get less of the halo, less wobbling. All right, I'm going to raise this because I am going to make a little sea floor here. Oh, that's not bad on that, actually. What do you all think? I actually kind of like that on there. I wasn't sure if it was going to come out brown. Okay, now I'm going to take, I was playing with colors over here. I'm going to take a piece of crumb cake, and I'm just going to cut like 2 inches. And I'm going to do it at, oh no, actually, I need it at 5 1/4 inches. I'm sorry. By 2 inches. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, this is a piece of scrap. I am going to come in with a soft suede, if I can find soft suede up here. And I am going to use this textured stamp just to make like a little ocean floor. The stamp is sadly underused, and sadly it is going out. So that's why I'm using it for my 10-minute Tuesday, so that I can make use of it before it goes. I'm just going to kind of randomly stamp, nothing specific. And I'm going a little higher because I am going to tear it to resemble the ocean floor, because the ocean floor is not even. Like this. Oh, and look, I think I have to raise it up before I do that. Look how high I put that. That's going to be, oh, actually, it might be perfect. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't mess up. That'd be a first. Okay, let's see. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Now, I'm not going to adhere it yet because I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Let's put some bubbles in here. Oh, I like those little fishies. Let's stamp those little fishies in the background. I was going to do this big seaweed image because I love it, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's see, dark fishies. I think I will use, well, I was going to use Night of Navy, but sadly my Night of Navy must be over there. So I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight that's going out. That's all right, Joelle. I'll just use Misty Moonlight. Thank you, hon. Okay, now I'm going against my rule. My block, oh, here we go. I get a smaller block. There we go. I'm just going to have some little fish kind of swimming back here. We'll have little schools of fish around. Put this up here. Like that. Okay. Liking it better already. There we go. Now, I think the seahorse is going to be too much. I cut him because I wasn't certain, but I do think it's going to be a little much. I am going to put a few bubbles coming out of this guy's mouth here. Let's see. I think I will have him be about like that. All right, let's put it together, see what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. See what we need to add after the fact. So the first thing I know I want to do is put my crumb cake ocean floor down, like so. And you know what I am going to grab that I did not grab is, oh, well, Joelle took it away on me already. Joelle, you have a piece of that Misty Moonlight over there, perhaps? She's doing my catalog changeover for me today. And I just went to my shelf to get my Misty Moonlight.
It's right over there. It's on the seat. Oh, because I didn't know where we wanted it to be.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a piece of Misty Moonlight. I'm going to do this as the back layer. I hadn't planned this. I had planned I could grab Pool Party and Mint Macaron. I thought those were all kind of really cool ocean colors, and I may use those, but I do think that this is going to need a little bit of a darker color to it. So I'm going to make this one just 4 1/8. Karen, look what I brought over. You read my mind, girl. 5 1/4, so this is going to be, did I do this at 5 1/4? I did do this at 5 1/4. So this is going to be 5 3/8, like this. Sometimes I do my base and my layer, and sometimes I have to build it backwards. And sometimes I can't see with this dark, and I need light beneath it to be able to get an accurate placement. Oh, you were thinking the rock-looking ones. Oh, yes, okay. Joel, you wouldn't hand me some of those rock gems we were talking about, would you?
The stones?
Yes,
or
the stones.
ocean ones?
Not the pretty pastel ones, the ones that are in the browns and the grays. Okay. Those ones, right, Karen? They're going out. Snatch them up before they're gone. And I think that's Mint Macaron. This is Pool Party. Gee, I don't know. I think, what do you think? White or Mint Macaron? I think I'll go with Mint Macaron because white's boring. We don't want white to be boring. We don't want it to be boring, right? So I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. This is, oh, this isn't Mint Macaron. This is Pool Party. I apologize. This is Pool Party. So I Pool Party, Misty Moonlight, and Balmy Blue going here. You'll be looking for this in your mailbox. Karen's been the recipient of a card before. Okay, and I think I'm going to cut a white layer for inside, as long as I have the cutter out. So I want to go at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, I have to move this paper because it's very distracting to me today. I'm having trouble focusing today. Poor Joelle. God bless her. Someone help poor Joelle. Okay, so there we go. Now let's put our little doobie on. So as you can see, the pieces fall out when you run them through the die cut and emboss machine, but the adhesive stays in one piece. I think I'm going to pop him right about there. He's cute, isn't he? Let's add some of these little pebbles in here. These are awesome. If you haven't seen these are the Pebbles Enamel shapes. Gonna add a few of these. They're in all different shapes. Are they coming through on camera? I don't know if they're, I mean, I can see them, but I'm not 100% certain how good you can see them where you are. But I'll hold it up after, and hopefully that will make up for it a bit. And you know what? Over here, I'm going to put a couple pieces of sea glass, because that's how I operate. We don't want anybody to be bored over here in ocean land. There we go. Can you see? There's the sea glass, and there's the pebbles. I need another pebble over here. You know, sometimes too much is too much. And this may be too much, but I like it. I'm going with it. All right, now I'm bringing back my scrap here. Get rid of this white. And I think this image that I love, I'm going to put on the inside. But I'm not going to do the whole piece. I'm going to just do part of it. So now I need a bigger block, of course. That bigger block I've been avoiding. And I'm going to do that in the old olive ink, if I can identify where I put it. It's right beside me. Quite a lot going on my desk right now. So I want to get the stem in here. I just don't want the whole image because it's really big. So I am going to kind of do it on an angle and just get part of it. Like that. And I just want to make sure I get the stem on there. Like that. And then because I just love these little fishies, swim little fishy, swim as fast as you can, I'm going to put them in here too. Because apparently today is overdo it day. We got a whole school going on here. Look how smart they are. They formed a whole school. This is really over the top. But there we go. And we'll put this inside. I'm not even going to stamp a greeting. Although this seascape has some beautiful words. Just thought you should know how wonderful you are. I'm here for you always, and thank you. And this Seize the Day says, Seize the day, wishing you oceans of happiness from the depths of my heart. Well, now I just have to put in the wishing you oceans of happiness now. I'm going to have to go ahead and stamp that in there because that is just too cute. Where are we? Wishing you oceans of happiness. We're going to pray I get this straight, but no promises, okay? Because it's one of those days. All right, so here's my trick. I should have stamped this before I had it in the card, but I didn't. I wasn't that smart today. So, the top of the stamp has a very straight line. Love that. And some ink. I'm going to put that straight line at the top of the white part of the card so that it lines up. And then I'm just going to lower it. You could, of course, use the Stamparatus, but that's how I cheat sometimes. And there we go. 10-minute Tuesday. There's my little seahorse I didn't use. She's very pretty. I'll use her on something else. We use Seascape. We use Seas of the Day, along with the die cuts that go with them, and some awesome embellishments. What do you think? It's not the vision I had.
Oh, those are great words.
I envisioned this fish to be a little more standoutish. It's a little more kiddish than I anticipated it would be, but that's okay. I like it anyway. All right. If you haven't seen it, I did an unboxing video with all the new ink colors and some. You love the ocean floor, Linda? Yeah, that came out good. That's the one thing I do like. I did an unboxing video with some of the new colors, some of the new papers, some of the new stamps. So you can go back and watch that if you want. And I don't know. I will see you Thursday for Thankful Thursday. Take care, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye.